Welcome to Glorious Botafogo, your number one source of Botafogo news in English. The Alvinegro got a win away from home against Sport Clube Recife, one of the worst teams in the tournament. They are sitting dead last with 3.3, and the team above them have 11. And to escape relegation zone, Sport needs 13, 14 points, something like that, 13 points, 12 points. They are surely one of the ones that are going to be relegated this season unless something miraculous happens. So because of this context and how much Botafogo struggled against Sporting, how much Botafogo struggled against Vitor, which is another relegation zone team, we should have gotten out of there with 6 points. We got 4 points instead. We almost only got 2. It was a very, very poor performance by Botafogo and the players today. A lot of the times, the crosses, defending set pieces, I don't think Botafogo did very well. We had a hard time defending a lot of those crosses. Going forward offensively, it lacked a lot of creativity. There's not a lot of creativity. Álvaro Montoro is really the only breath of fresh air that we have up front. He was able to do some really great passes that culminated in a few finishes that almost became goals. He had a finish himself that he almost scored. But other than that, there was nothing really much going forward. Arthur Cabral, very smart player. You can see that he's very smart. He's got good football IQ, but he's very heavy, very slow. Joaquim Correa, he's not quite there yet. He's not quite up to par. He had that one chance that Montoro gave him, and he really should have, looked up, picked up his head, and he would have seen that he had at least 2 teammates that were in a good position to score. He should have made the pass. Instead, he tried to, he shot the ball a goal, tried to score a goal, and merits to the goalkeeper for saving the shot, because that could have been a goal. But other than that, I don't think Tuco Correa is quite there yet. Arthur today was okay. The best players of the team today were, without a shadow of a doubt, Caio Fernando, once again, water center back, Alexander Barbosa, Cuiabano, Montoro was also really good. And the players that came in, I think the only one that did great was Cuiabano. You could see that Santi Rodriguez is trying, right? He's attempting to get things going, attempting to play the ball and redistribute and curl in some shots on goal. But he hasn't found his form yet. It's also a shame. But he's slowly improving. But he's not up to par, quite certainly not on the level that we need him to be in order to be competitive this year. Nathan Fernandes was absolutely dreadful. Nathan Fernandes was awful. Juan Cruz came on today. He tried. He's got ongoing negotiations to go to an MLS team. I think it's Real Salt Lake. But he didn't really help much. He had one chance to make a pass and nothing really came out of it. It was kind of like an exhausting, like a draining match to watch, because you see what's trying to be done, and due to lack of either understanding or ability, the players are not making it happen. Ancelotti has got a lot of work, and some of the way that the team has been defending poorly and some of these set pieces ultimately lies on the shoulders of Ancelotti. He needs to fix that. It's just, if we get a team that's good on the air, we will get punished. So we got to be very, very careful with that. There was on Thursday, Botafogo came very close to having the administration part of the club being taken away from John Textor and given to Michel Kang and Aris Management. Behind the scenes, Aris Management and Eagle Football Holding tried to oust John Textor from Botafogo and from Olympique. Basically, they tried to kick him out of his own company and take over everything. Luckily, overnight, executive employees of the club plus the president of the social club brought the whole thing to a halt, sending letters to Aris Management and Michel Kang saying that if Botafogo is where it is today, it's because of the leadership and the vision of John Textor, and that if they had kicked John Textor out, they could have used that letter as the letter of resignation from every single executive board member at the club, including the head scouting department. John Textor is now in the process of creating Eagle Football Group, which is going to be a company based out of the Cayman Islands. If you guys don't know about the Cayman Islands, it's a very good place to start a business because the taxes there are very low. The fee to start up a company is very low. So if you're going to start a company with a high cash flow, you start at the Cayman Islands. It's just the way it is. There's tons of companies out there that start at the Cayman Islands. But we almost, I don't know what Michel Kang's and Aris management's plans would have been with Botafogo, but my guess would be that they would not be the priority of their group. And obviously the priority of their group would have been Olympique Lyonnais. And I am really happy it didn't happen. I'm really happy that Botafogo's contract, the SAF contract between the social club and John Textor, permits this very thing from happening. You know, if the majority share owner is not, up to is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, bound by a legal contract, the social club can actually take over, very similar to what happened with the Vasco in 777. And John Textor has a vision, and unfortunately in France, it didn't work out. I think that he was kicked out of France on purpose. I think it was all a collective effort to remove him from there, remove him from power, and remove him from French football in its totality. I think John Textor just didn't do his homework when searching for a club, and I think it was a tremendous, tremendous mistake. Quite possibly his biggest mistake so far was acquiring Olympique Lyonnais, because he should have known better. He should have done his homework a little bit better. And he tried to go in there and act like he did in Brazil. It wasn't going to work. So I'm very, very sad to hear what's going on there with Textor and his former partners. But I'm happy to see that, like John Textor himself put, he's able to make signings without having to follow an agenda and without having handcuffs on, without having to I guess step on eggshells or do it for political reasons. And the rumor of Textor and Marinakis joining forces behind the scenes is, I think, stronger than ever. I think at the end, Textor and Marinakis are going to join forces, either by combining their holdings or by making Botafogo and Molenbeek part of Marinakis' group, or I don't know yet. I know John Textor is looking for a Premier League club. If he and Marinakis want to join forces, I think that'd be a great thing, because Botafogo signed Danilo from Nottingham Forest, which is a big signing for Brazilian football. Danilo comes in to replace Gregory 2 days after the departure of Gregory, and he is going to be an immediate starter in this Botafogo squad. So again, happy to see John Textor have the legal means of a fallback, to secure a safeguard. I'm happy to see that Botafogo was not placed in the hands of people that don't care about the club. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If there's more major news, I will bring them throughout the week. Botafogo will play Corinthians this coming weekend, so Botafogo will have the whole week with Carlo Ancelotti to practice and to play a game, I believe at home. Let me see. Botafogo will play Corinthians July 26th at 4:30 p.m. It's a home game, so can't wait to see that, and can't wait to see what Davide Ancelotti is going to work on during the week.